Hi, my name is Tendai Mafireyi, and I'm a PhD student at Portland State University in the Strongin Lab. My project focuses on developing tools for the early detection of melanoma. Melanoma is the deadliest form of skin cancer, which affects about 100,000 people in the United States every year. And this is mainly due to the UV radiation that causes this disease. And as you can see in the picture to the left, people are in the sun enjoying themselves, but they're also at the risk of developing melanoma due to exposure to UV radiation. So whether you're at the beach, you're on a hike, you are at a risk of getting yourself exposed to this disease. And the reason why there's so many deaths associated with melanoma is mainly due to the diagnosis of this disease. And this is mainly done through physical observation by the physician, which mainly leads to false negatives in most cases. Usually a physician will recommend you to a dermatologist who will then look at your mole and determine whether it's melanoma or not. And the dermatologist may also recommend cut and excision biopsies for lab tests. And I'm pretty sure that none of us want their skin to be cut off for these lab tests. So what we aim to do is to come up with a method that can eliminate this process and give us a quicker and more efficient way of detecting melanoma. What we have done is to design fluorescent probes. In this case, this fluorescent probe, which we coined TM20, that can give a response in the presence of melanoma cells. We designed this probe through simulation guided design, which tells us the best probe that we can use for this purpose. And this is the first of its kind, which switches on in the presence of melanoma cells. This probe is also very quick in that it gives you that response in only 20 minutes, and it can be formulated into a topical solution that is applied on the skin, and then the fluorescence detected by a handheld device, and you can quickly know whether or not that mole on your skin is cancerous or not. The advantages of this probe, as I said earlier, it is very rapid. It is also inexpensive in terms of the synthesis and also the near-infrared light that we use to shine on the skin. It is accurate and highly selective for melanoma cells. For example, you can see the figure on the left. Those are melanoma cells that are glowing up when they come into contact with the disease. And these cells are the ones that we have used for the detection of the presence of melanoma. It is non-invasive. You don't have to have any part of your skin cut off. Therefore, it's a very efficient method that is very user-friendly to us people. What we have done so far is NIH-funded proof of concept, whereby 2 organic synthesis students, myself included, we've made these probes. And we also have OHSU collaborators in the melanoma department who have been helping us with cell studies. And we have done the cell studies. And now we are completing tissue imaging studies to see how the probe responds to human tissue. Moving forward, we want to see how the probe functions in living organisms. And we're going to use mouse models, and we're going to stage melanoma through the difference in fluorescence intensity that we see on the skin. But for us to do this, we need to scale up on these mice models and also to use human tissue. And for this, we'll require about 300,000 in forms of a grant. Since we need biologists to help us with this process, but the equipment for doing this is already available, and we are trained to use this equipment in terms of the chemistry side, but we also need the biology side of the project. And after this, we aim to gear up for market adoption and progress this project further so that it can be applicable to the real world. In the real world, what it will look like is something that is a handheld device. First of all, you apply the topical solution on your skin, wait for 20 minutes, and then when you shine the handheld device, you can get a visual output of the melanoma and also quantifiable fluorescence to show whether or not you have a melanoma cancer or not. Thank you for listening.